Hey guys, hope you all doing well. This is Arjun here. It's been quite a long time I posted a video on LinkedIn, but this has been an interesting topic which I was getting a lot of questions from current students and graduates as well as a lot of immigrants about a topic, Coop in supply chain. So a lot of people reaching out to me asking, Arjun, I'm looking for a Coop in supply chain management. Can you please give me some tips? Can you please help me out with my resume? Can you prep me up for interview? Where can I find these Coop opportunities and whatnot? Yes, I did help. I did give some tips. I did show some websites. I did everything what I could do in my sphere of influence. But however, just wanted to take a step back and kind of make you give an understanding towards Coops specifically in supply chain. So first of all, before going there, let's talk about what is a Coop. For Coop is nothing but a student or any job seeker getting an opportunity for over a period of 4 months or 8 months in a company, not highly paid, but it's more of an entry level role where they get an opportunity to learn. And typically people choose Coop because they don't have any work experience, and they actually go to a company and seek for a Coop so that way they can get some experience. So what is Coop for an employer who's giving an Coop to the employee, right? So for example, for a company, what is a Coop? Coop is a recruiting strategy. So let's say I want two employees working for me. Instead of paying $100,000 for two of them and hiring them and not sure whether they'll do it or not. So what I can do is, as a company, I can hire 20 new graduates and pay them $10,000 per month, $10,000 per year, like a stipend or something like that, and have them work for us for 4 to 6 months and let them perform well and choose the best people out of that particular group and give them a full-time opportunity. So it's a recruiting strategy for the companies. So why Coop is famous, or where it works very well? In IT, it works very, very well because IT is structured in such a way that a lot of companies have adapted to Coop culture. They know exactly how to hire people, so they know how to vet candidates for some time and then they give an opportunity. But whereas supply chain, trust me, I might be wrong, but the Coop opportunities in supply chain is not really as high as IT. Yes, there are some companies who are giving Coop opportunities. For example, let's say there are 100 companies in IT hiring. Maybe 50 to 60 companies would be open to give Coop opportunities for new graduates and whatnot. But whereas supply chain, if there are 100 companies, according to my knowledge, maybe 15 or maximum 20 companies would be focusing on the Coop strategy of recruiting, because most of the supply chain companies here in Canada are mid-scale companies, not large companies, and they don't have so much of bandwidth to vet somebody for 6 months or 5 months and then give a full-time opportunity. They would rather hire a full-time employee who's ready to work. So that's why you see limited opportunities for Coop in supply chain. So I mean, don't take my word and don't stop applying. Obviously there are people who are getting job opportunities in Coop in supply chain, but it's not as high as IT, or it's not as easy as IT to get a Coop job opportunity. So what is the alternative? If you're an international student or an immigrant who don't have any Canadian experience, who's looking to get into the supply chain, and you're thinking that Coop is an option which will help you to get your foot into the door, there are other alternatives. What are some other alternatives? Obviously networking plays a very, very important role. I'm not going to talk about it. Let's talk about other job opportunities. For example, you're an international student, you want to do a Coop but you're not getting Coop, but how about you get a job in a retail industry, Walmart, Canadian Tire, or Loblaws or Sobeys, and all of these companies where you get hands-on experience in the warehousing, logistics, packing, picking, e-commerce, and all of these plays a very, very important role once you start applying for jobs. So I hope I was able to give you some clarity towards why there are not a lot of Coop opportunities in supply chain. So if you're applying, that's good, but don't rely on just Coop to get into the industry. Focus on your networking, focus on getting into some retail jobs, part-time jobs, which allows you to get that supply chain experience and inventory management experience, and learn how to showcase that into your resume and take it forward from there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. With that, I'm done. Signing off.